Today we're going to be interviewing a patient, talking about his experience with stem cell. If you would introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about yourself, please.
My name is Ed Chambers. I'm 53 years old, and I probably had about 8 years of knee pain. Everything progressively from 4 to a level 8 of pain, day in and day out, unable to sleep at night. Just before I came in and got the stem cell injection.
Now, you came in October 27th, and you chronicled everything. So you were really detailed on your experience. So kind of give me a rundown of how long it took before you started feeling the results. Tell us about the experience when you had the injection. Was it painful, or did it?
I'm the biggest baby there is about needles, and it was very painless. Something that if I had to, I'd do it again, because it just really didn't bother me. And honestly, it felt like I was walking around with knee pads behind my kneecaps when I left here. So they felt a little puffy, but that was the best I'd felt up to that point for 10 years, So went right back to work. I did that at lunchtime, went right back to work, had no pain. And then the next day or so, some pain creeped back in, and honestly, I go to the gym pretty regular, and I made sure that I did right rehab with the stabilizer muscles on the little, half Pilates ball kind of thing, and I did biking and for about 10-15 minutes each day. And when I felt it start to tire, then I would quit. I didn't want to push it too much, but. So in about 9 to 10 days, I was sleeping through the night with no pain. I'd get up with no pain, where normally I'd have probably a level 4 or 5 when I'd wake up as far as pain level. And then I guess I figured out day 44, I was able to actually do a squat where my legs were at about a 90-degree angle, where before I could not bend like that and hold my own weight.
So it took about a little over a month and a couple weeks, and you could actually do squats.
Get real mobility.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, and still only like 0 to 2 in the pain level throughout the day, but I attribute that to that I was taxing myself at the gym. Was trying to work it and get back my youth.
Right, of course.
Which leads me into 7 months from the time I got the injections. My family talked me into signing up for a 5K mud run in Cumming. And
wow.
Not that I come in first place, but I surprised myself. I'm going over cargo nets and jumping hay bales, running through water and mud, and rock wall climbing and all this stuff. So I had a blast. I did better than my 2 girls, so I thought I did all right. But and then a week after that, the next weekend, I played 2 or 3 hours of beach volleyball. And, so I did ache. I must say I did ache after that, but I've recovered, and I'm looking forward to trying to do that kind of stuff again.
So basically, from the moment you came in, where were you? What was your not able to do? What could you not do?
You know what? My work office was on the 5th floor at the time. I could not even walk down 5 flights of stairs without using handrails like a cane. So I would always take the elevator, and I felt really old doing stuff like that. So my pain level, like I said, was usually between a 4 and an 8 all the time, and not being able to sleep through the night at all.
That was a big deal, right?
Yeah, that was a big deal, because nobody likes a grumpy dad. So,
can I ask how old you are?
Yeah, 53.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you were having all the problems, did it make you feel older than you are?
Oh, and that was the other thing. My knees felt so weak that I couldn't take a full stride, because I felt like I would fall or buckle. And so here I am toddling along with these short strides, feeling like somebody that's 80 years old, So yeah, that ticked me off, for one thing. And so now I've come a long ways, and part of the reason when I had a little bit of a relapse after doing that 5K there I was like, man, couldn't I have just kept on living normally like everybody else and not mess it up any? But I've recovered, and I don't think that's going to be a problem.
Fantastic. So would you say now that how would you say your age level feels now? I mean, do you feel your age, or how would you say?
I would like to test myself some more, but actually almost a little young. I mean, day to day I feel my age, but when I get to do things like that I feel like people in their 40s would do,
right?
I feel a bit younger. I feel great.
That's so awesome.
Yeah.
How many times did you get the injections?
Just once, and I got them in both knees. Both knees were bad.
Both knees? No, just one time?
Yep.
And it's changed your life?
Night and day.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
So what would you say to someone that is considering doing this for their knee, but they're not too sure if it works or if it's real or anything like that?
You know what? Even the folks that aren't very perceptive, like at the gym, I run into a bunch of people with ailments and things, or injuries, and I try to tell them about this because they'll get the cortisone shots, and I say, well, I think you'd get much more longevity if you get the stem cell injections, and you got to crack the egg a little bit, but I keep talking it up, and I think I'm a great testimonial as far as my mobility from what I had before and what I did now.
That's fantastic. And actually, you followed up with us, right?
Yes.
So tell me about how that happened. I heard something, but I wasn't really clear about what happened.
Well, I mean, I knew this was new for you folks, and I just would think that anybody would like to hear a success story and see how things are going. And like I said, I've been trying to get the word out because, I don't think anybody ought to live feeling older than their years if there's help out there.
Yeah, and you decided to actually call us,
right,
to let us know, say, hey, I want to talk about this.
Right.
That's fantastic. Thank you so much.